Sure. Let's begin.
Yeah.
So I believe we are here for the first time, isn't it? Speaking to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. True. So let's get to know you a little bit more. Tell me about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do?
Okay. My name is Ashutosh Dwivedi and I'm from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh.
Okay.
About my education, I'm pursuing my master's degree, that is
Hmm.
Masters of Arts in English Literature. Apart
Okay.
from this, I am running a YouTube channel which is based on spoken English conversations. That's all
Wonderful.
about me. Thanks.
Great. Great. Good to know. Now these days, I see a lot of students who are putting their effort on YouTube. I mean, it's great to see that people are no more shy. Because I remember when we were students, people were very shy to put themselves out. Even posting a picture on Facebook, people would think 100 times.
Yeah,
Things
of course.
times have changed, and it's
Because now
time.
it became a serious profession for the people. So most of the people they are running their YouTube channel, they teach and train and they make a lot of good content for the people. So now it became a profession.
True, and you can also earn money out of it if you do the right
Yeah.
kind of things in the right way. Right. All right, good. So, Ashutosh, I'm Madhav Anand. I'm from New Delhi, and I'm your tutor for this session. I'm a public speaking coach and communications mentor. So, yeah, that's about me in short. All right. So, tell me about your YouTube journey. Like, how long have you been posting, and what kind of YouTube health does your channel currently have? Tell me something. What got you inspired? How you got started, and all about your social media life journey. Tell me about it.
Okay. So I'll start like when I was a student of Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya. So I had no
Mhm.
connection with the social media. I passed my
Mhm.
intermediate in 2019. I was not very
Yes.
interested in social media, but when I just passed my intermediate, I went to BHU. Then I started
Mm.
using social media a little. But fortunately, I came back to my hometown in COVID-19 and I got a lot of time to use social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and in those days, I
Right.
got interest to work on my communication skills as well, and I started working on it. So in journey, I got few people from South India, few friends of mine. They suggested me to put some videos on YouTube channel, so you'll get the
Mm.
confidence, and I started doing so. So I started
Mm.
getting positive comments from the people, and I
Mm.
used to interact with multiple people on audio conversation, audio call. But then I
Mm.
came to know about such kind of platforms like Clappingo, English Yaari, many platforms out there, and I
Right.
thought of putting same conversation on YouTube. So it's been more than
Right.
2 years. I'm about to complete 3 years on my YouTube, and the subscribers
Mm.
I have 12,000 subscribers at this moment. So,
Okay. All right.
yeah,
That's an
that's all
impressive number.
about my YouTube.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. True. And how does that help you grow as an individual or as a content creator when you are in the journey of getting social media attention? It comes with a lot of ifs and buts initially. What if this goes wrong? What if I don't grow? And people have their own self doubts, but as you keep growing, you gain more and more confidence. So tell me about that part, that initial self doubt part, and how it went for you and how you overcame that.
Yeah, first thing when I had started my YouTube channel, my mindset was totally different. I wanted to become
Hmm.
more confident being a speaker.
Hmm.
That's why I had
Hmm.
started. I had no intention to start for money or getting a lot of pain or getting a lot of subscribers. So my
Hmm.
just goal was totally different, but literally I started getting it. So I was a
Hmm.
commerce student and I wanted to see myself as a chartered accountant. But in COVID,
Right.
I was not able to pursue that due to financial crisis and many things with the family. So then I thought
Hmm.
of continuing this because I started getting good response from it. So for me, it was not something where the people they expect a lot of things from the one day. But it was difficult to complete 1,000 subscribers because when you put a video on YouTube, always you look for the views that how many people they are watching you, what kind of comments
Yeah.
you are getting, and always you
Right.
expect to become better every day. So same thing with me, but I was patient enough. But it was a very like a tough time, of course, because I
Hmm.
wanted to complete 1,000 as early as possible, but it took
Right.
time. And but now it's normal for me. Now it's fine. Channel
Hmm.
got monetized. I get, of course, I get money from it. Now it's
Right.
fine. Now it depends on you
Right.
how much you work. So it depends on me. If I work, if I upload more videos, I'll get more views. If I upload like only 3 or 4 videos in a month, I'll get less views.
Correct, true. And what is your consistency these days? How many videos? Because nowadays people, do short content also. I mean, not just those 60-second, 90-second videos, but also if there is a like a 30-minute video, they make short clips of 4 minutes, 5 minutes also. So content is being distributed in different formats for different kinds of audience. So what do you do about that? And how do you go about that?
I believe in long videos. I don't go for the short videos a lot. And to be honest, I don't feel like shorts are good for the people and for anybody. Of course, they can learn a lot of things in 15 seconds, but that is something which is going to lose your concentration. You would not be able to
Hmm.
focus on something if you'll watch 15 seconds video. So I don't believe in
Correct.
shorts a lot, but nowadays shorts are really popular and everybody wants to watch it. So most of the time
Hmm.
I put videos of 15 minutes and 20 minutes in that format, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. And
Hmm.
sometimes I do short as well. So yeah, like when it comes to frequency, last 2 months
Hmm.
I was very busy with my sister's marriage. So I was not able to post a lot of videos. I was posting a single video in a week, but it
Right.
depends on my my schedule. Nowadays I'm back to my routine. So now I want to upload more and more videos as much as I can. So it
Correct.
changes.
Correct. Ashutosh, is there any difference between marriage and wedding in the literal sense, in the spoken sense? Is there any difference between marriage and wedding?
I don't have any idea. If you will guide me, I would be
Sure,
happy
sure.
for it.
So when you were saying, or when you said that, I was busy for the last 1 month or 2 months in my sister's marriage. So the more appropriate term is wedding. Now,
Mm-hmm,
in general language, when you're having a conversation, it's perfectly all right to say marriage. It's perfectly all right to
mm-hmm,
say marriage. No one bothers, no one cares, no one even knows. But as a student
mm-hmm,
of spoken communication, for you, it's required that you know about it. You may, have a slip of tongue instead of wedding, you may say marriage. That's perfectly all right. But to be aware, why it is called wedding instead of a marriage? Marriage is anything when two people come together or two ideas come together. Correct. The what
mm-hmm.
you're preparing or you were planning for, you were busy for, was the ceremony, and that ceremony is a 1 day affair or maybe a 3 to 4 days affair. Right. That is a wedding event. Correct. So
Mm-hmm.
usually we would say I went to a wedding event or I went to a wedding party, right? So instead of marriage, if we start practicing using the word wedding more often, it will easily convert to wedding even in our thinking process. Even I have been the victim of the same, right? We used to say marriage, went to a marriage.
Yeah. So in
Marriage is
what
already
sense we use the marriage? Like that's what my question is.
Right. Marriage has already happened, correct? Marriage is coming
Mm-hmm,
together of two people, even if they are not wedded, right? So that's why we say we got wedded. Marriage has already happened when people have, decided or they have negotiated to be with each other. That's already marriage. Marriage culminates in a wedding. Ultimately, the function, I mean, sorry, the event that happens, we call it a wedding, right? Marriage of ideas,
okay.
right? Two people coming together to create a startup, we call it a marriage of ideas. So any ideas or
Okay.
people or simply ideologies coming together in a union, it's called a marriage.
Oh, it's a marriage.
Sure.
Like, I'll tell you just, I was there for 2 months, okay? So, like, when basically, like, when it got fixed that my sister will get married to that groom, so that at that point of time, what it was, marriage or like, wedding? I was preparing for the
It
wedding
was a
ceremony.
wedding.
That's what I'll have to say. Hmm.
Wedding is just that 1 day or 3 day event because the
Yeah.
preparation was
Okay.
all about the event, right? Marriage is
Okay.
again a technical term. Marriage is a technical term or even a legal term, correct? We use marriage
Hmm.
more in legal language. Now, I'll repeat what I told initially, that if you
Hmm.
use the word marriage in normal conversation, it's perfectly all right. No one is bothered about it.
Hmm.
For everyone, marriage and wedding are interchangeable words. But as a student of English and as a student of communication, you should know that there is a difference. There's a slight difference,
Okay.
right? In
Hmm.
spoken, it's perfectly all right to say marriage. No one cares.
Yeah, it means
Let's say
like marriage can be happen in many cases, like the thoughts of marriage or many things. Like
true,
if we are going to
true.
start a business, that's the marriage of
Correct.
like thoughts.
True,
And
true,
but
true,
wedding when
absolutely.
like somebody's
It's an
so
event. It's
getting.
an event where two
Mhm.
people are getting married. It's an event where
Okay,
two people are officially getting married. That's a wedding.
okay,
All
okay,
right.
okay, got it.
So,
Thank you.
right. I'll give you another example. In India, we use the word, what's your good name? Ma'am, what's your good name? Sir, what's your good name? Correct? There's nothing called good name, bad name in English. Good name is a literal translation of Shubh Naam, right? In Hindi or
Hmm.
in Indian languages, we use the word Shubh Naam. In English, there's nothing called
Hmm.
good name. In New Zealand or Canada or UK or US or Australia and all these English speaking countries, if you use the word good name, they will be confused. Like, what is this guy even talking about? I don't have a bad name anyway. So why is he talking about a good name? Good name is an Indian way of politely asking someone's name. So
Hmm.
grammatically, it's wrong. English wise, it's wrong. But because we are part of a certain country where there is a certain way of politely asking, we have the right to Indianize things also. So that's
Yeah,
why
that is
even though
Indian
it's
English.
Indian English, right? So when we Indianize certain things, it's okay to use it. Grammatically or maybe in written format, it's not that acceptable. But let's say you have walked into the municipal office of Kanpur, where you're living, and you ask
Hmm.
some employee or Babu Sahab that, Sir, आपका शुभ नाम क्या है? Or, Sir, what's your good name? That person will be more impressed instead of saying, What's your name? Or आपका नाम क्या है? Right? It's a polite way of
Hmm.
asking. So that's why English is not the same as good communication. Good English
Hmm.
is not the same as good communication. What is your name is good English, but bad communication. What is your good name is good communication, but bad English. So sometimes you have to go for good communication instead of good English, right? That also matters,
Yeah, got it.
right? All right, Ashutosh. So tell me a little bit about today's topic. Today's topic is health is wealth. Why do you think health is wealth? Do you even agree to this? Yes or no? If no, yeah. If no, why? If yes, why?
Yeah, it's a sentence which I heard many times. Of course, it's very
Mhm.
important to take care of your health. And if you are
Yes.
okay with your health, for sure, you will be able to make wealth. You'll be able to make money. So, yeah, so health is wealth. I believe in it. But to be honest, personally, I don't really work hard physically and I don't do a lot of exercises. In books,
Mhm.
it's nice. But when it comes personally, I'm not a guy like who go for like, who goes for the exercises a lot, but it's right.
Mhm.
If you go for if you have a good health, for sure you'll be able to make a lot of money. Yeah,
Hmm.
agreed.
Right. And, these days we hear a lot of things around health, a lot of tips on health. Just scrolling Instagram reels can give you 10 health tips in like 20 minutes. Every alternate or third or fourth reel will have a health message. How do you think, in this era of information overload, how can we stick to a certain idea of good health? So if you have to bring it down to the basics, then this is what good health looks like. What would that be, according to you?
Yeah, so as this is the time for the social media, most of the people they watch such kind of content, but I don't really feel so that 100% people follow it. Rarely people they
Right.
go out and do the gym in such kind of freezing cold, like in Delhi or UP now. So
Hmm.
now also people will be watching or people watch a lot of content like related to health, but they don't go for it. So it depends on a person's like specific goal, what he wants from himself. Like if he would like to go in any specific sports, it's very
Hmm.
important for him to be fit and fine and good in that sport. But if you
Hmm.
want to be fit and fine, if you're doing that for 30 minutes and 40 minutes, good. Like if your digestion is fine, you're not like that much fat, so it's okay. And a lot of people they work for muscles as well. They go to gym and they want to have muscles and packs and things. So it
Hmm.
depends on a person to person specifically. So
Hmm.
I can't say like like my personal opinion that what is a good health for
Hmm.
everybody. So if you're
Correct.
fit and fine, no like such kind of diseases, you're able to manage, your digestion is good, so then it's
Hmm.
fine, perfect.
Okay, all right. What about you? Do you follow any fitness regime? Maybe just maintaining good sleep time, or maybe drinking lots of water, or anything that maybe I don't know. I'm
Yeah, I
just guessing.
don't. Yeah, I don't drink a lot of water, to be honest.
Hmm.
And about sleeping, yeah, of course, I sleep. I take like time for it, at least sound sleep 6 hours and 7 hours.
Hmm.
And and about the food as well. I don't want to go for junk food or fast food a lot. So diet, what I feel that is a very important thing for you to be fit and fine, not in a sense to become a like hunk or some like normal. So if you eat specifically, for sure it will be good for you if you go for normal food. So I prefer going for the normal food most of the time, chapati, like pulse and green
Hmm.
vegetables. I don't go for like momos and a lot of fast food kind of things,
Correct.
noodles every day.
Hmm. Right. Right. Uh, are you a cook, by the way? Do you cook your own food, or no? You never cooked.
No, I don't. I don't.
Hmm.
Actually, I was a student of hostel, I told you. So I have been like, and I started living in a hostel from 2012.
Hmm.
So I used to get food from mess. Then again, I was the student of BHU. There also we had a mess. So
Okay.
now I'm living in a just rented room, but we
Hmm.
don't prepare or just I don't prepare food for myself. I go
Hmm.
out and like there is a lady. She prepares food for our kids, like students specifically. So we get
Right.
from there.
Okay. All right. Great. All right. Ashutosh, before I go ahead with my final feedback, first of all, nice talking to you. Good to know your
Yeah,
thoughts, your
same
values.
here. Thanks.
Sure. Yeah. Any questions, any doubts? If you have, feel free to ask.
Yeah, of course. The question is that, as you said, that you are in Delhi, but I think you come from South India. Is it right?
Most North Indians think that if anyone has a dark skin, he comes from South India. There are other parts in the
No,
country
man,
as
it's no, not at all. Like, I thought from that Anand, like, it's not the case.
well. Anands are mostly Punjabis, but I am from Odisha, right? That I live
You're
in
from
Delhi for
Odisha.
3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been living in Delhi. I mean, I'm settled in Delhi in a way, but I hail from
Mhm.
Odisha, and yes, that's it. That's about me. Sure.
Yeah,
No, I
that's
was
why I
pulling
was,
your leg.
but. Mhm.
That was not
Mhm.
a racist slur. Don't worry. I was pulling your leg.
Okay.
Right. Because in Delhi, आप तो South से होंगे is what I hear every day almost. So I'm used to that.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, my feedback for you is very simple. See, you're someone who has the basic command on English already. You are a English literature student. You have had a education which supports your, which has in a way supported you. Right now, you're at a level where you may face a bit of a saturation, a plateau position, where going beyond that could be a little different. It's not could be, it is difficult for everyone. Whoever reaches your position, here on your practice or your effort has to is not more about how much practice you're doing but how you're doing. For example, if you're watching a movie to
Mhm.
enhance your English and the movie lasts for 2 hours, the chances of you learning anything out of that movie is zero. Now, how do I use it in my favor is a question I should ask myself. In this case, you should ask
Mhm.
yourself. So instead of watching a 2 hour movie, watch a 20-minute or a 15-minute video. That could be a part of the movie as well, no problem. In
Mhm.
those 15 minutes, how am I going to make the best leverage is a matter of my creativity. Whether I pause the video, write down a few words or a new sentences or new phrasal verbs that I come across, or an absolutely stunningly unique expression by a hero or a heroine or whatever, an expression that you'd never heard before or you never used before, writing
Mhm.
that down and then going back maybe a day later or later in the evening before going to bed, you brush it up yourself, right? So now it's time for you to level up your way of getting knowledge or acquiring knowledge. Until now you were reading newspapers or books or watching movies, that was okay. You have reached that position already. Now at this level you have to level up your game of scaling up. So this is about how
Yep.
you use a video. Now, your language or your vocabulary can also be improved. Now, that's universal. That's for me also. That's not just for you. All of us can level up our vocab. So you have to work on that as well. Maybe pick up 3 to 4 interesting words for this week. Write it down on a sticky note on your laptop, or on your stick it on your mirror, so that you can be reminded of it, and you constantly use those words in your conversations, in your WhatsApp chats, or in your English Yaari conversations. So now it's up to you how you level up yourself and add as much creativity to it. See that we all learn from others, and
Yeah.
that is absolutely free. If you're watching Coffee with Karan on YouTube, it's free. You're getting a lot of English words, English expressions, questions, how someone is putting a question, how someone is answering. Your attention will be on the language, not on the content. You may not even like Karan Johar's program, but if you are a student of English communication, you have to be attentive towards the use of language, use of words, use of phrasal verbs, use of idioms, use of proverbs. All of this should attract you 24 by 7. That's how you will not just grow, but grow fast. So that's my feedback for you.
Yeah, thank you. Of course, I would follow that, and whatever you said, that is exactly right.
Right.
So yeah, of course, it depends on me how I would like to go forward and what I would like to learn from the videos.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
yes, I agree, and I'll try my level best for that.
sure, sure. All right, Ashutosh. I think it was nice talking to you. And anytime you're free again, come over for a session or a class. Anytime you feel like, you're most welcome. Sure.
Okay, sure.
All right then.
Okay, thank
See
you.
you in France.